Hey everyone, this is Josh Vision, and I'm here to give my season 1, episode 5 review of The Witcher. So, in this episode, we finally have The Witcher and Yennefer actually meet each other, and I think that, at least in my opinion, I feel as though this is the best episode so far out of the 5, that I've seen so far, in this season. So, this is the reason why they actually met each other. So, it's mainly due to the fact that The Witcher has been having a hard time sleeping. So he's trying to find a djinn, which is like basically like a genie, to help him sleep. And this is where him and his old friend, the bard, Jaskier, meet up again. So Jaskier makes the fact that he doesn't know if it's been a few months or a few years since him and the Witcher actually saw each other, which was probably to be assumed around that banquet, last episode, which probably was like maybe a couple years, even probably 5 years or so since then. So the Witcher's now in the mood. He's basically tolerating, the bard's constant chit chat to the point the Witcher almost punches him, but he restrains himself. He's like, listen, I can't effing sleep. Jesus, just shut up so I can find this djinn. So eventually, I believe the bottle that contains the djinn was found by the Witcher, and him and the bard are kind of like tossing, going like basically trying to take it from each other to the point that it breaks. The Witcher says some really effed up things to the bard, and the djinn is free. And the djinn actually, I believe, injures Jaskier. Now, I don't remember if he actually chokes him or some shit, or like he does something to his throat, which is like really huge, like a big tumor or something along them lines. So the Witcher has to basically save his friend from death by immediately putting him on his horse, and they go to some healing place, like the elves' healing place, or they meet this elvish like healer essentially. So the elvish healer tells them that they have to go to this very powerful sorceress, but that she's very clever and she really can't be trusted, thusly connecting us to Yennefer, who is this sorcerer or sorceress that the elvish healer was mentioning. So with Yennefer, she wants a kid, as we learned from the previous episode, and for the past several years, she's really been a rebel in terms of the whole magic concept and with her own fellow people in the Brotherhood, so on and so forth. To the point that even her own mentor, Tessie, I believe, or the lady, the old lady, she even comes to warn her, listen, you're really pushing the boundaries even more than usual, and people on the chaplain are basically done with you. They're had it with you, and they're going to come after you if you don't stop here and now. But Yennefer, as always, is rebellious, and she wants what she wants. So, brings us to her and the Witcher. So we basically find the Witcher and basically dragging essentially Jaskier into this town, and the mayor and his people are in this like weird kind of orgy scene in one of the castles, I believe. That's where the Witcher tries to find Yennefer. So Yennefer is right in the middle of this. So this is apparently some type of mind control she has over the people, and this is like kind of like a porn in a sense, but obviously it's an orgy. But either way, the mayor mentions something about apple juice, and Yennefer wants apple juice, so on and so forth. She's basically just effing with people for her own enjoyment, essentially. But she's amazed when she meets the Witcher, because I believe it's like the first time she ever seen a Witcher in her life, despite all the time she's been all over the world in the continent, so on and so forth. And there's an attraction there. The Witcher is attracted by her danger, but at the same time, her sexiness. And it's kind of the same thing with Yennefer. But she's attracted mainly by the fact that the Witcher, despite being different from everybody else, is not really affected by the mind control that she's put on everyone, and so on and so forth. So they make a deal. The Witcher's like, listen, I need you to heal my friend. You're the only one that can do it, okay? Then once you heal my friend, then I will basically screw you until, basically all night long. Because that's basically what Yennefer kind of implies her price is for, to basically save Jaskier's life. She wants to indulge with the Witcher, or at least that's what he thinks that's she wants. So she keeps her in the bargain. Jaskier's in another room. He's sleeping, and he's no longer in pain, just like in a deep sleep. And her and the Witcher kind of are sizing each other up while they take a bath with each other. But it's kind of funny. She has him in the bath, and then she takes off her own clothes, but she makes sure he turns around, and even when he tries to get a glimpse through the mirror to see like reverse of what she's like naked, she even uses her powers to kind of break the mirror, or at least turn it around so he can't see Ish, essentially. So they're basically side by side. They're talking to each other about their lives. She mentions like where to get his scars. He talks about her scars and the wrist, whatever, and he says that you must have had a really bad childhood, and she missed the fact that, you know what, those with a happy childhood have a boring life. You know, the struggle makes the person, thus it makes your life more entertaining, so on and so forth. So they basically go back and forth. The talk was kind of similar to the Witcher's talk he had with the Queen in terms of like philosophies on life, but not so in depth, because I believe Yennefer actually cuts it quite short. Actually, no, Yennefer didn't cut it quite short. It was actually the Witcher who did, because he really wanted to see how his friend was doing, Jaskier. So I believe that Yennefer actually kisses the Witcher, actually, and he falls asleep, and he finds himself in this jail with the Elvish healer from earlier in the episode. So a lot of things were revealed in the scene, basically. The fact that this Elvish healer is actually in love with Yennefer himself, and that she basically used the Witcher because she wants that wish from the djinn, because there was only 2 wishes, I believe, that were made, and there's 1 left. She's going to use the djinn in order to obtain her goal of basically breaking her enchantment restrictions. So it's basically urgent for the Witcher to find a way to get out, you know, with the help of the Elvish healer, I believe. And apparently they're going to be sentenced to death for all the crap that the Witcher did. He did a lot of crap. For one, I think he kept on hitting repeatedly some guy in his balls. He beat the crap out of quite a few people. I think he spanked somebody. It was lots of crap that he did during this supposed, like, drunken, I like to call it drunken, but really this magical kind of dream, in a sense. But, you know, you guys get what I'm saying. But apparently these are all the enemies of Yennefer herself. So Jaskier wakes up and he sees Yennefer basically naked. And he's wondering what happened, if he slept with her or not. And Yennefer's like, listen, I don't have time for this, all right? Now you're going to give me what I want. He thinks it's sex. He thinks it's basically his manhood she wants. She wants it all up in her. But she's like, no, I want your wish, idiot. Give me your wish, or I'm going to kill you right here and now. And he's afraid. And I believe he does something along them lines. And he's let go, essentially. He walks out. He's scared as crap. The Witcher and the Elvish healer are able to escape the prison. And Jaskier doesn't want anything to do with this anymore. He's like, listen, Witcher, let's go, pal. That lady's crazy and scary. Let's go. He's like, huh, so you did find her. So Jaskier is like, come on, bro, let's go. Let's go. Let her do what she has to do. The Witcher realized that basically he's the only way for her to be saved, apparently. Because despite her planning this out, it's still unpredictable how the whole djinn situation is going to go. So he goes inside, and he, in a way, kind of saves her due to the unpredictable nature of the whole djinn and her wish, so on and so forth. Even though after he does, she claimed that she would have found a way to obtain what she wanted. The Witcher was like, I don't think so. And him and her are basically going back and forth, yippity yak. And then they have basically revenge sex. Like, for a long effing time, actually. And I believe even Jaskier and the Elvish healer guy are watching them bang each other. And I'm surprised that the Elvish healer guy actually was not pissed off about that, considering he loved her so much. But he's one of those guys that when you love someone, as long as they love someone else and they're happy, he's fine, I guess. In regards to that, the last thing that was said actually was the fact that Yennefer asked the Witcher, Geralt, what was his wish? And she's like, come on, answer me, damn it. And we got our answer, essentially. To sleep. Remember, that was the main goal he wanted from the beginning of the episode, for him to fall asleep after all the sleepless nights he'd been having previously. So to end this review, you guys, we have Ciri. She's in the woods, and it seems as though, she's found her friend, the magician guy, the sorcerer, Musasak, I believe his name. If I got it wrong, I'll get it right in the next review. I'm sorry. But it turns out this is just a phony. This is basically the Black Knight hiring some shapeshifter to take the image and body of Musasak in order to lead him, in order for him to lead Ciri to him. So a lot of danger, essentially, to come in the next couple episodes. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this review. I would give this episode like a good 9.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. If I missed anything, please write some comments down below in the section of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Adios. Have a good one.